Hey y'all. Happy Saturday. I hope y'all are doing well. We are about to thrive in the rooms. I'm just inviting our guests. We are hosting playwright Lamar Waldon today. I'm excited to talk to him. He is a close friend of the Balance Room. Yeah. Y'all make sure if you see this live, y'all share this live. I guess let me share it with a couple of people while we wait on Lamar. Just sending it out to a couple of people, letting them know, hey, we out here. Just a couple of random little shots. Yeah, so. Mm-hmm. Yep, so I just sent the live to a couple of people, just trying to get some people here. Um, uh, let's see. Let's see if we can get our guests to pull up. Cause y'all know it's always something with IG. Mm. I hope y'all are feeling well today.
Okay, matching.
I,
Okay, matching.
Let-
Okay.
I know that's. Let me back up so I can make sure that I frame properly, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
all right. Let me come over here.
Yeah, here. Go ahead and close in my little quarters.
Happy Saturday! Happy Saturday!
Happy Saturday.
I'm excited to talk with you, colleague, friend, family. We are here.
Yes, yes, yes. Finally, it's finally here.
I know it's crazy. We haven't. Yeah, we need to do this more. So I'm excited about today.
Very much so. I am too. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hey y'all, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we are excited to have our guest, the phenomenal, and I don't even want to just box him off as in South Florida, but we'll just use that for community reasons right now. But just an amazing human being, playwright, director, producer. He is also acting coach. He is a man of his word, the phenomenal Lamar Walden. Let's just
You
have
know,
some fake applause.
out of all that you said, the most important part about that was man of my word. I
Yes.
love that. I love that. I live to be that. I do. Yeah.
I mean, it's true, you are. I've always known you to be somebody who, if you say something, you're going to do it. And even if it's not done within that time, you on top of whoever you're connected with to get it done. So the follow through is always there. And I think that's what leads to the successful things that you have already accomplished so far. So just continue to be a man of your word. That's leading by example. I love that for you. I love that for us because we are connected to each other. And people can know when they do business with Lamar, it's going to get done.
Yeah, I believe the urban term for that is professionally annoying. I believe that's what the urban term is. I am professionally annoying
We-
because
We'll take it.
I stay on you. Yeah, it's
Yes.
important.
So if anybody's seen like any of the flyers that we've been marketing around having you on today, I kind of gave us like three things that we were definitely going to talk about. We don't have to stick to those things. I mean, you're here, you're in the room. However you want to take the conversation, we can take it. But I just thought the three things that we could focus on, and just beginning with um, an introduction of who you are to the community and what it is that you do before we get into like the questions and the whole little interview thing. So just share with us.
Yeah, I'm jealous of your lighting. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. There we go. Let's see if this makes your lighting
Where,
is.
so shout out to Gil because Gil always taught me like how to balance the light. So I'm actually in a room with all the windows. The blinds are open, the curtains are
Yeah,
top, so that I get the natural light. And then I
Yeah,
was
my
light on, like a room light is on also.
see my light is off because I'm under and it'll be a glare, but I have my lamp and my window open, so it's very ghettofied right now with the lighting.
Me too. Like I
And
don't
I
even
didn't want the
like
glare to be
he's in
yeah.
the closet. So like I'm not because I'm gonna be sweating. I'm not pulling all that out.
But shout out to Gilliam. He's a genius.
But also, we're not gonna get into phones, but I mean it could also play a part in the type of family you belong to with your phone. Uh,
No, listen. You know, this looks way better than prior phones that I have had. So
I
I
mean it
used to be
does.
yeah, I used to be pixelated like a mug, like for real. Just all type of just box and just,
Oh,
dots.
it's slow progress. It's still progress. I mean,
Yes.
ultimately, we want to win you over and have you come over to the family. But as
And
saying, you look great to me, though.
thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you.
great.
So
Yes,
let's
give me that introduction.
can I say though that it is a pleasure to be in the balance room and thriving in the room with you. I have known you. We were at most 10, at least 7 years old. That's crazy, right?
And
We
it
are both in our late 30s.
is
Like, you know what I'm
so
saying?
good.
Married,
So good.
yes, married, kids, working people, the whole nine. And I still know you, and I'm still close with you. That is a rare thing to know somebody over 30 years,
Yes.
and you're still close. So I appreciate this moment. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. And I think that the feeling is very mutual. I think we've always poured into each other over the years. And it's really just been natural and organic. It's never felt forced. It's always felt comfortable. It's always been elevating. So I'm here for it. I'm here for the next 30 years of this
Yeah,
connection that we have.
very much so.
Yes.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay. All right. You got to give us your introduction of who you are, what you do.
Oh my God. Okay, so see, I don't do this often. I'm usually the one on the other side. Okay,
I know,
so
but we're gonna get you used to being in front of the camera like this.
okay,
This is prepared
okay,
for them red carpet interviews, them
okay,
sitting on other people's podcasts. So we're just preparing
okay,
for that. Yeah, I got my mom
okay.
too, so
Yeah, okay. See, oh, you got your matcha. That's very
I,
fancy of you. That's very bougie. Very, very bougie of you.
you you know me, but I made it though. I didn't go buy it. I made it myself.
Oh,
So
that's great. That's wonderful. Soon come, soon come. But I am Lamar Waldon. For those that really know me, Darius Lamar Waldon. That is my first, middle, and last name. But Lamar Waldon for those that know me in business and otherwise. Um, like my friend said, I do plays, I do music, I do comedy, I host, I do podcast, I have an acting, um, performing arts, thing that I do where I teach young people and older adults, um, the art of acting and being and living and being creative and the importance of that in our community. So yeah,
yeah, I like that. Okay. All right. Yes. I know sometimes. Well, in the beginning, I know when I was building, people would ask me who I am and what I do, and it was so difficult for me to talk about myself.
yeah,
And I'm like, how is that difficult for us to share what it is that we are passionate about? And I've learned that just practicing and saying it out loud, because that was great. Like the way you just introduced yourself, I loved it. And I'm happy you started with just I think they're your superpowers, your writing skills. Like
yeah.
I think those are your. So we're gonna start with behind the script because we know that you've done some amazing things and you've put out some really great scripts. So the first question is most people only see the final production. What
Yeah,
happens behind the scenes that people don't realize? And you don't
chaos.
care. I know you might have to do a Netflix documentary, but
Ah! Listen, there's so much of that going on. Prepare for mine, the Cedric the Entertainer lookalike.
yes,
Trying to play him. Thank you, my daddy. But we'll figure that out. No, but it's beautiful. The progress and the process behind the writing. I'm in that right now. I finished my script, but the people are always the characters are always still talking to you,
Mhm.
right? They never shut up. And that's a great thing because that gives you opportunity to go back and revise and or build upon or take away and kind of work, and play with them a little bit. Listen to what they're telling you and
Mm.
not force upon, who you want them to be, but listen to who they say that they are, when you're writing these characters. That's the process. And it's so fun, even the writer's block, because that's when okay, let me do something else to take my mind off of it, to kind of build back my creativity again, and then something will ignite me to be like, all right, let's go back, let's do it, okay, and so that's pretty much the process that I've been in writing.
Okay. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. So I put together some questions, and I like this one. So, not like just one story collectively. Where do your stories come from?
Oh, that's so crazy. I can't even tell you. You know what? I've
Like
always said
by real life though, or
this new one, The Sins of the Father that I'm writing, that's gonna come out next year. Hopefully, July 17th is the day that we do it in Pompano. I'm speaking it now. I'm waiting to hear from them. So I'm speaking it now in the drive room. We're speaking it in the drive room. The Sins of the Father. I have bits and pieces of real life experiences, family, what they've been through,
mm,
marital things that I've experienced, and all of that is in there. Things that I've dealt with being in my 30s, dealing with my father, you
mm,
know, um, indirectly, because when I found out in my 30s, literally last year, um, that I had another sister.
mm,
And I've been talking to people, and they was telling me da 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 da, and so I was able to connect with my sister. I think I shared that on social media, and I met her in real life, and we look like brother and sister, right? More so than the sisters that I have with my mom. We look like, oh yeah, we got the same father. You know what I'm saying? And she's amazing, and to know that you have someone else that you connect with in a different way. It's an amazing experience because you learn so much about yourself through your father's identity,
mm.
right?
Yes.
You learn, especially as a man, you learn so much about yourself through the identity of. That's one thing that fathers do, is give their children identity, right? And so I've been struggling with that, with dealing with, you know, not him being in my life in all these years and whatever, finding out new things about him, finding out new pieces about him, finding out new siblings that I have, and being a 37-year-old black man, a husband, a soon, hopefully, in soon time, a father, and what that experience is going to be like with my own kids, with Father's Day. I hated Father's Day for the longest,
Mm,
hated it. You know why? Because it's so close to my birthday. And I've never told my father Happy Father's Day, and he's never told me Happy Birthday.
mm,
So that combination of, wait, my birthday is either on, before, or after Father's Day, and I've never had that experience when I would see my father. And does he know my birthday? Do I, and all of that, and I just had a disdain for Father's Day, until I realized, Lamar, you're going to be a father one day, and you're going to want your kids to acknowledge you,
yes.
and they don't even have to understand anything about your father, anything about your father. It's about them, you being their father, and you realize that the sins of the father, when what he did doesn't have to be your ending. What he started doesn't have to be your ending. And so that's what this story is about. So that's the real life experience that I would say with this one. What I do, I don't.
Hmm. Which is my
No.
favorite.
No, I probably some relationship things, not the cheating aspect or the counseling, but probably just a little bit of things here and there that all relationships and marriages go through. I think that was just a story that I've that God really downloaded in me. I think that's what it is. That was just a story that God said, I want you to tell the story, you know? And it was already written for the most part. Deacon Jenkins, my character, his wife, I was doing that in skits,
Yeah.
and people were seeing that, and I was like, okay, this can be something. Let's get this old couple, and while this old couple in marriage counseling, oh, okay, well, he got a baby by a little young woman from another state.
But
He
that
wilding.
happens. People
It
that take with
happens.
people, yes.
Right, it happened. So, okay, well, that's funny. But then this other couple got real issues because, there's no trust, or he's never home, and she's feeling lonely. So she stepped out because of insecurities, because of past things with her parents and how she saw them deal with their relationship and da 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 da. And so I just wrote that, and it became really, really instrumental, and it's the best one so far. um, but how could I say that when I only got two, right? And but I claim it.
It's more than one though. So
It's more than one, and it's a come up from my first one, which was my baby. I wrote
it's
that
for
in
harmony.
20. I Wish for Harmony. I wrote that in 2018. I did the movie, and that one was a story that I was so connected to
Mm.
because of the daughter, the Harmony daughter, and the relationship with her and her father, you know, and how they were the best of friends, since birth. And the mother was just this miserable woman that just was mad about everything and not satisfied with life and not satisfied in her marriage, and always took it out on her daughter, to the point where the daughter ran away from home, or so they thought. And her wish was for her parents, because she thought that she was going to cause her parents to get a divorce. So they was mad at her and arguing because of her, and she wanted to, be done with that. And so she ran away to her grandparents' house. It was which was her safety net and her safe haven, her grandparents' house, and that was a good little cute little family oriented, where kids can come out and really see the importance. Because around that time, it was so crazy, because around that time, those things was happening, where kids were running away and lost, or whatever the case is, and being missing and stuff like that. It's so crazy because everything that I've done, and you've been here with me, Anna,
Yes.
from the beginning of, even when I was doing the suicide awareness things, even around that time, suicides were happening at a high rate
Yeah.
during the time that I was doing that event. And so many people were calling me and saying, oh my God, another one. Lamar, look, another one. Oh my God, what you're doing is great, because it's, oh my, I was like, God, why me? Right? Like, why are you giving me this
You're a
mantle?
storyteller.
Yeah. And I guess because it was so heavy
Yeah.
to deal with that and pray, like, I don't, this is not what I ever thought, but it was for a purpose, and it was for a reason. Even now with the writing, it's for a purpose. So yeah, I believe that's what I can say, that this one that I'm writing now is the one that is home.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Well, thank you for sharing. I feel like you gave us the backstory for those of you who are not familiar with the work that you've put out. And it goes to show you that even if it's not something that has actually happened in your life, it's happened in somebody's life, and it resonates on every level, from A Wish for Harmony all the way up until your future projects of what's to come. Because even though it is your story and you're telling it for the upcoming project, you are going to be so surprised with how many men have gone through this same thing. And they're like, oh, this somebody gets it. Like they live this life that I live. You know, I'm somebody who's an adult now and I don't have that connection that I would always love. And I've had to kind of go on this healing journey in a sense so that I'm prepared when it's my turn to be a father. So I think it's about storytelling and you're a wonderful storyteller. So that's that penmanship. I feel like, you know, back in school, we used to have to write our little butts off.
I was going to say, I think I always have been. I loved doing narrative stories. I hated, what was the other one? It was narrative. I
Expository.
hated it.
See, I love both.
Hated it.
I remember both too, and because I think storytelling we have more flexibility to kind of
Yes.
just create. But in expository, we had to give explanations on
Yes.
why, and how. So we were definitely stretching our creative muscles with narrative writing.
And
So I see
and both is necessary because expository, you develop backstory for the narrative.
it.
You know, there's no, okay, well, why does this child have autism? Okay,
Hmm.
you're writing that story, but the expository is saying, oh, well, when they were conceived,
Hmm.
the parents were da 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 da, and this is how, or why is that, why are they so promiscuous? Well, when they were 5,
Hmm.
that's what it. And
So
I was just talking about this recently about how I love watching actors do interviews because that is the best masterclass you can ever do. The best masterclass ever is when you're watching an actor do an interview. I was watching Alfonso Ribeiro
mhm.
recently on an interview talking about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He played Carlton and how he developed the Carlton dance. We've heard the story many times.
Mhm.
How he explained it was in the beginning of a series, you're just given the words, you're given the script. Nothing's there. All it said was Carlton dances. He had to create what that was, and
Mm.
they had to approve it. So in the beginning of when we're watching the pilot of something, there's no template of how they move. They're creating everything from the beginning, and how we see them in that first pilot is how we're going to want to see them throughout the season. We're
Mm.
going to expect him to do the Carlton dance for 6 years. We're
Well,
going to
that's true. When I think about it, that is true.
yeah. If Steve Urkel don't say, "Did I do that?" What's the point? Because you started that when I
Hmm.
first met you. That's your development of your character.
Yeah.
If Waldo or any these characters that have if Sinclair on Living Single didn't say woo woo woo, oh
Yeah.
my God! When you first said that's you. You have to do that from now on
Yeah.
because that's what we're going to remember. And so those types of things is what character development does when you're writing. You say, okay, well, what can this character do? How can this character be memorable from the first time that when they see Deke, they know it's Deke because of the robe. They see
Mm.
that robe, they know it's Deacon
Yeah.
Jenkins, right? Do you see him in something else? Well, who is this? Is that Deke? Because I don't see the robe. That's how you identify Deacon Jenkins, right? You know Mr. Brown because of the colors that he
Hmm.
wear. He gonna do some mix match,
Very flamboyant. Yes.
very colorful. Crayola can't even be.
Yeah.
What color is that? Crayola is confused, right? So it's that thing of you're developing a character that you created or someone created for you, but you have to add the layers to it. You have to add something. What's the audience going to remember about this character?
Oh, that was good. I like that. Oh, okay. So let's see. This is the last one for behind the script. The last question.
Mhm.
So, what's been one of the biggest challenges that you face in theater that people don't see?
Production day.
Mm.
they don't see before they come in and sit down and before the curtains open and the lights go up. Oh my God. Production week, tech week, production day is probably the most difficult days throughout the whole process
Mm.
because everything is happening.
Well, I have the
All
honor of being there on
right?
like for what I was there like a few hours before you guys actually before the show started. So I was there before everybody came in to get seated. I got to see some behind the scenes, which was really cool. And I will say it was a lot going on. Like
Yeah.
it was so many pieces to the puzzle, and I never thought about it being somebody who, I enjoy going to see plays or even movies, and it's like I'm just thinking that it's just all just gonna roll out like that. But what do you do day of when we have this mishap? What do we do when we have a wardrobe malfunction? Like it's so
Oh my.
that happen that are stressful. So
You know, it's so crazy because I don't. I'm an actor. I've been acting I was 16, my very first time acting, doing anything. I was 16 years old. I am 36 now. I've been acting for 21 years, right?
yes,
Some would say I've been acting all my life. My mama, right? My sisters, my aunties, and them, because I am someone that watched Bill Cosby and Martin and wanted to imitate that for my family and do it and whatever like that, make them laugh. But professionally, 16 in my church, the first time I got paid, I was probably 19, 20,
hmm
and then it became something that I wanted to do. But as an actor, it was never difficult for me on production day because I was always in my own zone.
mm.
When I became a director, because I've never, and this is no, well, this is all confidence that I can't say this. As long as I've been acting, I have never gotten a director's note. You know,
What what's a director's note?
a director's note is, I don't know if I like that. Try doing it this way.
Mm.
But can you change? That's not really what. Never have I gotten to do. I pride myself in being the actor that when I am hired for something, it's because the directors see that's the person. That's the person. You're doing it exactly how I wrote it. I've always heard that. Even
That
portraying Doctor,
shows how great you are at what it is that you do.
I thank you. But even portraying Martin Luther King, I've been doing his voice since we were in elementary school.
mm.
And when I first got the opportunity in 2011 to do his voice, to do him in a stage play, brave, bravely. Oh God, it's a long title. I'm 37. I'm big threes. Yeah, bravely we sat down, fearlessly we marched. That's what it's called. That's what it was called, and it was about Martin Luther King 1960s sit-ins. I believe in North Carolina where they had the sit-ins in the 60s at the A&T College. And I played two characters. I played one of the students at the college in the sit-ins, and I played Dr. King. And I had to take off my glasses because the director said Martin Luther King didn't wear glasses, and he was right. And I had to memorize that script, that speech. And I had the speech, but I had to take off my glasses. I couldn't even rely on the script, even when it was right in front of me. I had to memorize it. And I got that role because I did his voice in the audition. My first line was, "Thank you, Jesse." The audience erupted in laughter. I was gone. You hear me? I
Yeah.
did because it's not a comedy. Why are you laughing at me? Every show we did 3 shows, 2 nights. They laughed every single time. And it was so crazy to where we made a joke out of it by the second and third show. We were like, okay, well we gonna play with it, like the one that was playing Jesse and me. We still to this day, thank you, Martin, thank you, Jesse. Because that was the thing. They laughed every single time and they like, oh my God, I wasn't expecting you to do the voice because nobody does King's voice when they portray him. They
Hmm.
do a preacher voice. There's only few that have done King's actual voice, and the director taught me King when he's talking doesn't always talk when he's preaching. He doesn't always talk like this.
Even
He
though he,
doesn't always.
but he
He
still had a speaker voice. So
he
yeah,
he talked like a regular. He had a southern twang. He was from Georgia,
yeah.
right? So he talked like a man, a 20 something, 30 something year old man. Hey, and but his preaching voice
Mm.
was what I was doing. But in the beginning, and I perfected when I learned the I have a dream speech. I perfected when I learned the march on Washington, Selma, all of these speeches that I had to do. I perfected his voice, right?
Hmm.
And there from that day, I've been the actor that people have said you do the character like I wrote it because I realized I'm a character actor. I'm playing someone that people either know, they live with, they work with, or as them, they recognize that person. They don't want to see me. They don't want to see me. They want to see that character. So I've always done character development. How does he walk? How does he smile? How does he wave? How is he when he's mad? What is his calm tone like?
Well, what is your preference? Do you like? I'm sure you enjoy all of it, but what is your preference? Like, do you prefer to be an actor or do you prefer to be outside and kind of just watching the environment, directing and putting out, like writing, coming from that standpoint? Like,
I love teaching. I
so,
love, yeah, yeah, I love the outness of it. I love watching someone else perfect their craft.
mm,
I would rather not act. We always get that thrill because we want to be on stage with the people and have fun with them. But
mhm.
I do love seeing my work come alive. It's the best thing to see actors act, and especially when they're acting based on your direction and your writing. It's so great. I love being the one to say or hearing someone say, I was in your first play. My first time acting was in your play. Or you taught me how to act. Or that's great. I've always said that I am the next Robert Townsend, Keenan Ivory Wayans, and Debbie Allen. Those three don't get enough credit like they should.
And I love them. Oh, that
You
Robert.
understand what I'm saying? Oh my God.
Listen, whenever Avery and I are watching things and we have those conversations, because me, I'm the type of person, and it's crazy because this will be a conversation that we have off, but it's like some things that I've been thinking about. But whenever we watch anything, I always have to look up the cast
Hmm.
because that's just me. It's just a little weird thing that I do. I always look up the cast and I always want to know who did the production, how much the production was, and how much they actually made.
Yes,
And I see Robert Townsend's name on a lot of stuff. Like people
very
don't
much so.
give credit for the things that he has created and the people he's created along the way. Because
Hmm.
one of our favorites started in one of his productions, and we don't even know that. You know what? That's crazy. They did do that. So we kind of have to do our research a little bit more. But the three you named, they definitely deserve their flowers. Debbie, oh Miss Allen,
Yes.
love her, love her.
Yes, yes, and her sister, my Gemini twin, my
Yes, yes.
Felissa Rashad.
Yes, we love her. We love her. Have
When,
you
when you,
seen? Have you seen Hollywood Shuffle?
Yes,
Listen, it takes a special people to appreciate Hollywood Shuffle. Like,
yes. Not even that, to hear him talk about the making of
mhm.
Hollywood Shuffle and the making of Five Heartbeats and how all of those new actors that came through that audition are big time actors now. Like, what I've
And
always said.
music. He wrote the music for that
And
too.
he wrote the music. Robert Townsend is no joke.
Yeah. No, I love him. I love him. And
He's so
his daughter Sky, she's everything too. I follow her. She was in a Black Lady sketch show on HBO a couple of years back, and she's been in a few other things. And she worked with Tashina Arnold on their show.
oh
Uh,
neighborhood.
yeah, The Neighborhood. Yeah, with
Oh
Cedric, Tashina Arnold,
yes, with my daddy.
the son's baby mama turned wife because they did end up getting married. But yeah, I love it.
Oh,
She did the show.
her.
Mm-hmm. That's Robert Townsend.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. See, and you see, you never know those things.
Going into looking into my characters, my production,
Yeah.
yeah, just because I'm curious and I like to know things. So, but yeah, those
I, I
are everything.
I love that. I love actors. I have watched everything Whoopi Goldberg has done. I have watched pretty much everything Felicia Rashad has done. I have watched and I will watch Debbie Allen speak no matter what. I love Robert Townsend and Keenan Ivory Wayans' relationship and partnership and what they have created. Keenan Ivory Wayans is the essential person of putting everybody on
Yeah.
his family, his friends, and giving opportunities to, hey man, let's eat. That is why creating inclusive entertainment productions was so important to me because it's not just about me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have fun regardless. I'm gonna eat regardless. But if I can share my food, come
Yes.
sit next to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not. No, that's mine. No, no, no. Don't try to take from me.
Yes.
But I'm going to offer. You want some? Unless you're my wife, then get off my plate because you got your own. But yeah,
I,
so
I love that. I think that you are definitely creating a lane of your own. And coming from where we come from, everybody is more inclined to rap their way out. And no shade to the musical artists, but everybody want to rap their way out, play football. Like
yeah,
we don't really lean to the arts as much as how for us. Because coming
yeah,
up, we were introduced like having a school and the slums of Broward County because that's where we were. We were a Title I school. So our school, and I think we had a phenomenal principal, phenomenal teams, and they introduced us to a lot. We got to be presidents, we got to go on trips, we got to put on shows, we got to do all of these things. We had steps, like we had it, we even had production because I remember we used to do morning announcements where we'll have to learn how
yes.
to like and we had all that.
You were the best at morning announcements. You were,
I loved it. That was my thing. I thought I was gonna be like
yes.
a news anchor when I grew up.
Oh my God.
I loved it. But it was fun, and it gave us something to look forward to. And it just sparked something in our creativity. And I'm happy we can still hold on to that as adults because it means a lot. That's why I say what you're doing. And this is going to help us segue to be the vision because what you're doing is needed in a climate where they're trying to take away all our arts and they're trying to
Yes,
do that in a way where our community doesn't have access to it because they want to keep what they have for them. But for
yes,
us, we have to create something for us. So when we have people in the community who are like you, Lamar, who are willing to create like your performing arts initiative, which I want you to tell us more about, this is to make it accessible. This is to inform you that this is still here. It may not be in school, but we have it in the community. So tell us
yeah.
about Be the Vision. Like I got amped up about that. Like yeah, tell us about
What's up, bro?
Initiative.
My brother Terrence is tuned in. That's my guy.
Hey, I'm waving to everybody as y'all come in. Get comfortable. Stay a while. Lamar is y'all right on time. He's about to talk about Be the Vision, his new performing arts initiative. I of course I know about it, so I'm not gonna go into it. But he's gonna share that. But I do want to tell y'all that the link is pinned to this live. So if you click the link that's at the bottom of this live, it should be red or white or black. I don't know what color it is. You can find out more. You can donate. Your donation is too small. This is for the community, and we're trying to just make sure that we give our kids and other members of the community access and to keep them informed about the arts. But Lamar, tell us, Be the Vision.
We should also do this on Facebook too. I just thought about that because I believe,
Yeah.
yeah, I believe that, no, okay, so this is my thing. I am a product of Gillett High Performing Arts School, right?
Hmm.
I was a part of chorus. I was a part of the performing arts community and family. I have been singing professionally, should I say, since the age of 5, probably 7. I sung with Celine Dion twice at 7 and 8 years old. Peebo Bryson, who just passed away, Michael McDonald, Crystal Lewis at the age of 7 and 10. I have been in every gospel arena singing songs, the Bobby Jones gospel shows. I have been to every one of them when he was down here in South Florida. I have been in recording studios. I have recorded. I write my own songs with my brother on here, Terrence Embry, nice guy. That is my musician and my brother and Dillard High School alum, and Parkway alum. So, we come from musical backgrounds. We come from musical entities. We come from 90s music and 80s music, 2000s music that was uplifting. If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. That was messagings behind the song that we grew up on. It wasn't just pop that and spank that and lick that and eat that. It was it was constructive, and it was something that we wanted to do, and these kids don't have that anymore. I don't see a kid that say they want to act and they want to sing and they want to play an instrument, they want to dance. It's all about sports, and there's nothing wrong with sports, but you have to know that for the next generation we have to teach them that there's so much more out there that they can do, and that it's within them. Music is within them.
Yeah.
Art sits within them. They can cultivate it. It grows. It is a language. Art, right? Music and acting and theater, dancing and even rap. It's a language you learn through. I was just literally going through this when I was cooking, and my wife was doing something, and I was on and I was cooking, and she said something, and it made me think of a song that we used to sing as children, or a little riddle, like something that we used to do, those things, those little riddles that we used to do. And she cracked up because she was like, I was just singing that earlier today. And we started talking about how we had music to
Hmm.
teach us community, to teach us how to build friendship, to teach us how to share. Barney was instrumental.
Also,
Such
because we went outside.
We went outside, right?
Yeah.
We didn't have this in our face. We didn't have a. I didn't have a phone till I was 18. What is
Well, I
that?
have my phone, so
Well, I mean, to those that had their phone at 6, whatever. But I
yeah.
didn't get the phone until 18, so I was either make believing. I have my imaginary friend. I played with my toys and did stories with my toys. I went outside and played with my friends. I was always creating something. You ain't gotta play with me. You never have to play with me. You know what I'm saying? I can play just me and what I have around me. And it was so much fun. you know? And you would
But
call that,
sparks curiosity.
yeah,
Creativity sparks curiosity.
Yeah. And so this initiative is so important to me because of when I did my first play, bringing in on the young lady that was a wonderful actress. She had never done theater before, and I put her in her first stage play, and she killed it.
Mhm.
And now she's everywhere on stage, behind the camera, doing everything. And she was doing so much before me. But after I put her on stage, it was as if a light struck and said, "Here you go." And I'm proud of that because our babies, they need something positive to do during the summer, after school, on the weekends. These babies are getting killed and shot,
Mhm.
and they're gone missing, and they're getting kidnapped and sex trafficked, and all of these things. And we're taking art and music out of schools. How do you do that? What inhumane, asinine nut would ever think that that is something that you benefited from this? Why don't you want the next generation to benefit how we benefit?
Agreed.
You
Agreed.
don't have mental illness and all of these things so rapidly when you have outlets for them in the schools. When you have more than just TV.
Mhm.
No. Do something with your kids, parents, at the house. Play those games that you used to play. Teach them our generation. Our generation was a great generation. Our decade, our millennials, the 80s, 90s, that was a great time.
It was. It was. We the last. We
We
the
the
last.
last. We ended the millennium,
Yep.
right? We
Yep.
are the best.
Yep.
And we were taught so much because we had The More You Know, we had Reading Rainbow, we had Barney, we had Sesame Street, we had
That dare.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. What you said?
Dare.
We had Dare, Smokey the Bear. We all of those things. They don't know who Smokey is. Only you can put that forest fires. They don't know what that is. I disappointed Dare. He disappointed in me.
Yeah.
No,
Reading
you're
Rainbow
not.
is always my
No, you're
favorite.
not. I never smoked. I never smoked, so I'm good with Dare. I'm good. I'm good with.
I'm a books person. Somebody said
Yeah,
teach them. Somebody else said most parents only think about peace, not the moments missed.
and
Yeah.
but peace, Avery, peace comes also with the fact that you can instill in your child the best form of information that they can ever receive. And that is what I love teaching my goddaughter. Goddaughter, you know what I did when I was a child, when me and your mama did when we were young? You know what song we sung? You know what? Because she's like, huh? What? What? And then she learns it. She
Hmm.
is listening to 90. How you learn that song? How
Hmm.
you learn? And her musical ability, she hears instruments
How old is she?
differently. She's 9. She's
9.
been doing this since 5.
Yeah.
Singing a song, not really knowing the words, but I hear the melodies that she's singing. She's singing the notes and she's singing the keys and the harmonies and she's singing on that top register. And I'm like, oh my God, we need to hone in on this gift
Yes.
before it's lost and someone else influences her to pop that, pop that, pop that
Yeah.
when she gets into middle school. And now we have lost another generation,
Yeah.
right? And see, listen, I am a person of few words, but when I am thinking about our next generation and our babies,
Mhm.
because I am also an educator and have been in the classrooms with the children, and I know that when I have shown them, when I have worked with them with music, and when I have shown them what I do with acting, and they light up and they say, "That's you? You did that? Can we do a song, Mr. D? Can we?" I love it. That's why even doing Santa is so great for me because to see the smiles, they don't have to know who I am and how I look. I'm bringing them joy.
Yeah. And I love that.
That's
That's one of my
yeah.
favorite. Out of all the things you do, that's one of my favorite. Like you do a lot of things that I love,
Yeah.
but I'm really like that's my time of the year. I don't know if it's because my birthday is that month and just the
Yes.
of what the holiday season gives. So when you
Hmm.
do that and you offer that to our kids so that they get to see, because ain't so many places you're gonna pull up to see a black Santa, you know?
Yeah.
Because not everybody dismissed. Nobody is following through with DEI anymore. So, baby, they've cut off, the black and brown folk. So it's
And they
important
think,
that you see that.
and there's a lot of people that think it's a joke. I didn't really see the significance of Black Santa until you instilled in me of what I was doing, because I was really just doing it to see the kids smile. I didn't even really think about, oh, I am black, and that is rare that you see a Black Santa, the representation of a Black Santa,
The black Jesus in the house when I was coming up, like how good times had black Jesus, but that was Ned the Wino.
yeah,
But
right, right,
but we
right,
had a black Jesus in the house, you know?
yeah. It's important. It's important, and a lot of people don't. Even our people don't really understand why it's important, but it is to
Representation.
see representation.
Mm,
It matters because our young babies are growing up and they don't see anyone that look like. It's going back to the 20s and the 30s where we didn't see people on TV that looked like us, and we had to accept
hmm
what they gave us. There's no more accepting. Not if I'm on the earth. I am going to do all that I can to make you know who you are and whose you are. And it happens one act at a time. It happens one event at a time. I don't just do events. I do things that makes you really think, "Oh wow, what did I just experience?" It's definitely been an experience. So with the initiative, even my first event that I want to do, my Santa brunch
hmm
this year, my Santa brunch. It was something that I saw and I wanted to do last year, and it just didn't work out the way that I wanted to. So I said, I need to start early. People put fire under my behind to get my sponsors and get this and get that and get my venue and get all I need. So I have been working since February, to do this because Santa brunch is more than just Christmas. It's bringing them together, giving them something to do, and giving them hope. These are kids that may not get a Christmas. They may not get toys. They may not get gifts. They may not have family. They may have lost their mother, their father. They may be in foster homes. Who knows the type of children that we're going to get, you know? And so when we start that asking for gifts and everything and or help with the Santa brunch event, I hope that our people we are so we do what we want to do when we want to do it how we want to do it,
hmm
right? And so and that can be very detrimental because when you see someone in your community that looks like you, that is young, and I could be doing anything with my time, but when you see someone doing it and you're not willing to, so let me what you need help with, let me help you with this, let me see, when you're not doing what you're doing and taking out time to give me a platform to talk about these things. It doesn't always take money, but money is great. It's needed. It's acceptable,
Yeah.
but it's not always something that somebody needs. Sometimes people just need you to believe in what they're doing.
hmm
That little child in you still lives. It hasn't died. Everybody still has. I don't care how old you are. Everybody still has that little child in them. It's your essence,
Yeah.
right? And I am all about that little boy in me because that little boy is still healing even at 37 years old. I just started healing in my 30s. It's gonna take a
Yeah.
long
It's
time.
a long journey. It is not something that if you're 50 and you say, oh, you know what, I've healed from all these things tomorrow.
I'm done.
No,
Yeah,
healed.
yeah.
So you're in different environments. So yeah, it really is a lifelong journey.
Those different environments bring out different parts of you that you haven't even discovered yet.
Yeah.
Marriage brings out a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Parenthood brings out a different person.
Yeah.
Changing jobs bring out a different person.
Yeah. Mm.
All of these things matter because all of these things are unlocking a part of you that you didn't even know exists.
This is true.
And that's the hard part about being a human being. And then you realize I'm more complicated as a human being than I thought. I am complicated. And that's not a bad thing. It just means I have so much within me
Mm-hmm.
that I don't even know about myself yet. That's why it's good to just keep living.
Yeah.
Because Playwright, let me ask you this. You've known me for a long time. Did you ever think that you would see me doing plays? Out of all of the things that I've done,
I would say yes. I would say I'm not
really,
surprised. I'm honestly
I,
not surprised. I think when I look at you and when I from just knowing you from when we was in school, first of all, you the person who we always like, oh, sing this song, because we know you can sing, not sing, you can sing. So, when you're little and you look at everybody and their gifts, and it's like I always felt like you would land somewhere in the arts. I can't say that I specifically knew that it would be like in theater, but I knew that it would be in the arts. Like if you were able to fulfill your dreams, I knew that that's what it would be.
yes, yeah, I always wanted to be a singer, a star on stage with a mic in my hand.
But that makes
And
sense because that's the
yeah,
thing that was your first connection to the world.
yes,
So
yes,
it was something that you're great at. You can put them on because I put you on the spot a few times,
yes.
and you always deliver. So I can understand why that would be like just the next thing that you would do. But
Yeah.
it's great to have you in this theater space because you come with so much knowledge, you come with so much experience, and being an artist is it just adds to what you're able to bring to anybody you're connected with, whoever organizations want to work with you, or the people who you hope to inspire through Be the Vision. So I can't say that I never thought that because I did. Like I knew you would be somewhere in the arts, floating around doing something because you're just super creative like that.
And I'm going to tell y'all, those that are watching, share this live. Don't just keep it for yourselves. Share
I
this live.
couple of people. I'm gonna make sure I post it. But I think that because we still got a few more things to get to. So even though people been hanging around, we are so grateful that you've been sticking it
Yes.
out and listening. Thrive in the Room is never like a 15-20 minute conversation. It just flows. I'm someone who's big on just keeping it authentic. And if that conversation lands us to wherever we land, that's where we go. Um,
We work so well together, and we work. Our minds are so we are the opposites in zodiac world. You're Sagittarius, I'm a Gemini.
we are.
So, so that opposites attract work great in business because my go, and I want to do it now. Now you're like, oh, hold on, wait, we gonna chill. We gonna not do it right now. I'm gonna get to it, and you gonna get it.
But
You know, and
I have to make sure that, like, I think it works because you just be on go, and I'm like, slow down, but you're
you
like,
on yellow.
I'm not gonna stop because
Right.
because I'll be like, let's put a pen in it, and I might forget
Yes.
the pen. So you come back like, hey, Anna, that pen is still there. We need to take it out and get to it.
Yes.
So it just
Yes.
it's just good balance to me. I think it's
Yes.
balance.
I think it is too, and that's why I was adamant about making you a part of the team, business wise, even with
Oh,
doing
yeah,
this.
I know I am event correspondent for. Go ahead, tell them because we've done some
And
positioning with the name. So I
not
want.
only that, not only that, you are my creative director.
Oh,
You are someone that this even doing this is a part of the brand. This is a part of you helping me with my initiative, putting me on your platform. This is a part of the job, and I appreciate it
yeah,
because there's not a lot of people that would do this for someone that they know. Everybody is like, oh, okay, congratulations, and then it's done, right? They
yes,
don't just stop at congratulations. I'm sorry to tell you. If that's all you can give, do you. I'm not even going to tell people to give more than what they can supply, because sometimes the only thing people can give you is $5, and that $5 just need to go a long way. But that person that can give you 500, you don't treat them no more and no less than the person that gave you $5, because that $5 could add on to that 500, and it'd be $505, right?
Right.
So it's not to me. It's not about what people give. It's about your willingness to give and to help and to support. And you've been that person since day one. You've always been the same. And I think people say that about me too. Like, I knew you was going. I knew you was going. And I was like, well, I mean, I had no other choice
Well, I
because
didn't
I
think this was going to be a life for me, honestly. I
really.
thought that I would be a community person. No.
Oh
Um,
my God.
Me and Avery laugh about it. So, like, people who know me know that I'm always attached to like a gay man. So whoever, like, I'm having a bestie that's gay. So
Right.
just I've always thought that I would be an interior designer. My goal was to go to Art Institute, be an interior
Mm,
designer, and I would live in a loft, me and my bestie, and we would be in New York living life. No kids, no man, just living out our wildest dreams. And that wasn't what God had in store. God felt like
oh,
it was a community girl. I know how to bring people together. And
yes.
it's weird because I'm selectively antisocial. I always tell people when it's my stuff, I can be amazing. But when I go to other people's stuff, I'm like, hi.
Right. 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 Yeah. It's
Yeah,
real.
passion has landed me here, and just continuing to build community. And I briefly wanted to add to what you said. So, because a part of us talking about Be the Vision is because we want the community to get familiar with what this is and who is doing it and the purpose of pouring into it. And congratulations, we love that. Oh, great idea. We love the words of affirmation. However, community is not what you say, is what you do. And that's something that I've always said. Community is how you show up. Community is what you do from start, middle to end. Because if we're going to ride, we're going to ride. And sometimes it takes like, oh, okay, well, you pop into the live, you say, hey, send it to 3 people. That's doing something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, I like what they're saying. Let me go ahead and shoot this to 3. You know what I like? Let me click that link. Let me donate, or let me read and see what it's about. Let me share the GoFundMe. All of these things are doing. And it's great when we hear these words of affirmations, but let's get into doing. And I think doing
Yeah.
is how we create these pathways of success. So whether it's me building with the balance room or you building with inclusive, it cannot be done if we don't do anything. We can say all of these things. We can talk about it so greatly. We can make it look like it's the top 5, what, Fortune 500 company of the world. But if there is no doing in any of this, who are we truly? So
Yeah.
if the people here don't get any other message, or when they catch the replay, like the link is there. I think it takes bravery and courage to come out to your community and let them know, hey, I have this is what I'm doing. I appreciate your just grace and support over the years, but I'm on to something bigger. And guess what? I need you again. And be a part of this. Because when you pour into what it is, you're officially a part of what you're building. So even though if I can give monetarily, I'm gonna do that, but it doesn't stop there. I can share 3 lives, but it doesn't stop there. So yeah, I just be needing people to know community is not what you say, it's what you do. So that was my little 2 cents.
And when we're asking for, and I get it, you know, it's never to beg
Mm-hmm.
anyone for anything, no money, no anything. But the cause that I'm doing this initiative is to give a better future
Mm-hmm.
for your kids, for my kids, for your neighbors' kids, for any kids that you see. We see kids every single day that can do that can benefit from something a little more productive,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that has a gift. You hear them singing, you hear them acting, you see them dancing. Bring them over to Inclusive Entertainment Productions LLC, and we can cultivate that talent and that gift. And it just takes $5 again. Anna said, that link is there. If you wanna give to the GoFundMe, do it. Not because I say so, but because you actually believe in the cause.
I mean, the
And I
part
started.
is because we're saying so. If you're here,
Yeah, well,
part of the community, we're telling you, we're challenging you to pull up and support like that. And that's so, guys. A transparent moment. As you know, being in a position of creative director and event correspondence, what I'm trying to get Lamar to understand is that he has to express to the community what it is that he's doing. These conversations are great between the two of us, but we cannot build this by ourselves. So when you have this project that you are launching, you have to tell the people. And you have to get comfortable with doing that, because the more people know, the more people pull up and support, the more
yeah,
conversations, and your name's going to be dropped. And, oh, I thought Lamar was doing this. Oh, he's still doing that, but he's also doing this too. You know? So it's no, we're not begging, or you're not begging for anything. You're just encouraging the community to pull up in support of what it is that you're building. And we can't do it without the community.
they have, and we've done it before. When I have done After Dark Lives in
Oh, see, we
20.
some amazing things. I love After Dark Live, because that had me get into my bag of poetry, because I
Yes,
love writing as well. But
and
that
being on the panel, and being on the panel, you
was
were. I've been in things like that. After Dark Live was just fun, and it was a way to bring out people that sing and do poetry and rap and play instruments, and or the panel discussions that we had about relationships, and it was just a vibe. And then turned it over to the suicide awareness forums that I did, that brought the community out, and it was a free event, right? And then the autism forums that I did that brought the community out, and we talked with parents and their babies with autism, and just other things that I did, even and now just whatever I did musically, whether writing songs for plays or singing or doing plays, acting for as long as I've been acting, and doing comedy with Deacon Jenkins and everything like that since for 11 years now, and then now 2024 doing stage plays, directing and writing stage plays. All of my life since the age of 7 has been fulfilled with the arts. I can definitely say that. Since I was a child, a baby, even, my mother never told me to stop singing. She never told me I was too loud. She would always turn the music up louder so I could sing louder because she loved to hear me sing. I sing in church. I acted in church. I did those things. I sung in school. I acted in school. I did the things every single season of my life. My 30s is no better. My 40s. Oh, look out! Because if I
so.
if I am if
Is
I
this why you like specifically pick what you wanted to include in how you're gonna do Be the Vision, based on?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because Be the Vision, and before it was called Be the Village, because we grew up where it takes a village to raise a child,
Hmm.
right? So that was my name before. I was talking to one of my coworkers who is also like my muse when I go to work. She is amazing, amazing mind, and she's a writer as well, and actress as well. I was talking about it, and for some reason, out of my mouth came "Be the Vision" and not "Be the Village," and we both were like, "Whoa!" It was like God was speaking to me in that moment, because I knew I had to change the name because there was already a Be the Village Incorporated,
Hmm.
and whether or not it was the same genre, I don't want you being confused about nothing. I want you to know when you see my brand, that is my brand, right? Even with inclusive entertainment, I rebranded and I changed the way that it looks because I don't want to be mistaken for a tattoo artist. I
Yeah.
want you to look at my business and see my brand and take it seriously. And that's what Be the Vision is. Be the Vision is all arts, all the time, all teaching, all creative, everything, all encompassing with the arts. And it is to teach our babies and our older people the arts. You're never too old. You're never too young. Well, yes, you are, but no, you're not, because we know babies like the Olsen twins, and that started as babies, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's never too young. You're never too old to learn. That's actually the best time to learn, is when you are at your peak age of 5 and 4 and
And
3.
is there an
The
age
Michael.
limit to Be the Vision? Like, is it your target community that you would like to be a part of it, or who
I
you?
started. I started 7.
Okay.
I started 7 for my. I start today. Today is the 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that tomorrow marks the 1 year anniversary of I Do I Don't?
It's probably gonna pop up on my Facebook.
Yes,
That's crazy. So it's been a year.
been a year since I Do I Don't. Yes, yes.
Really? Now I gotta go back and look at my footage.
And it's so significant because of so much that we did to prepare for that show. The radio press, getting Dorian Wilson down here, getting him to be in the show, like it was just all of that amazingness.
He was
It's
great to
good.
talk to. I will say, like
Yeah,
I've always loved him because I'm a big fan of the Parkers. I watch it almost every night. Avery probably so tired of hearing that theme song come on. But just having the opportunity to talk with him after the show, and he loved working with you because that was one of the things he spoke about in the interview. I probably need to put the interview out because I don't
yeah.
ever.
You keep putting it out with no audio. Let them hear what the man said about me now.
He spoke very highly of you and working with you. He would do it again. So I definitely, I'm gonna share it, y'all. So because it's the anniversary, I'm gonna share it. So I'm gonna go get
That's
it
perfect.
and I'm gonna
That's
share
so
it.
perfect.
But
But
that was
he
amazing.
was so in he was so into you. I have watched him do other interviews, and if he don't take you seriously, he's not gonna give you. He was laughing with you. You were, oh
Yeah,
my, he took you seriously.
did. Thank you. Gil said keep creating you too. I hope he said he have to hop off now, but he's enjoyed hearing us both. Thank you,
Yes,
Gil.
bro. Thank you, bro. That's a genius right there, man.
Yes,
That
he
is a
is.
genius.
He is.
Genius. Another brother that I grew up
Another
with.
creative who pours into.
Another creative. Yeah, definitely.
So I've been honored to have Gil just pull up and support and also be a great teacher too. So when you talk about people invested in the community and
Yeah.
understand the power and being a great teacher, like it and his growth and what he's doing has been phenomenal too. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
so
it has.
Gil.
Shout out to Gil. Hey, man, but the best come out of Dillard High School, man. That's just all I can say.
I go to Dilla. I'm not a
That's fine, but the best come out of Dillard High School, man. I'm just saying.
so
You me
I'm a wildcat. So it's gonna be
I
William.
mean
I'm a
that's
wild
fine. William Dandy, you a parakeet as well. Wasn't Sunland a parakeet or something like that?
it's a conure. Conure.
Something like that. Yeah. It was a bird.
I just from Billfield, so I'm a buck. I'm a buck.
Right. But we all in the family. We all in the vein. So um it's amazing to know people in this industry that's creatives, and we still work regular jobs, and we still have regular lives.
Hey, because
You
we
know.
when God elevates us to that space of the financial freedom that we desire, then we'll be able to just hop on these lives any time of day, 3 o'clock in the morning, and have conversations. But real life is happening out here right
All
now,
right.
and still building.
Hey, let me do a real good shout out right now.
Yes.
Great Blue, JC trademark. Let me explain something to you. JLC trademark. My bad. That's my brother Jairus.
Hey.
That's my brother Jairus, and what he's doing right now. We're talking about the Performing Arts Initiative in South Florida. He's doing it in Orlando.
Really?
He's teaching the
Okay.
young
Shout
people
out to Orlando.
acting. This brother is doing it in Orlando, and I am proud to know this brother, because I want to collab with him and do something. Because he's brilliant, awesome singer, really deep actor. Like he's very funny. he's very funny naturally. Like he really is. But
Like,
he's
yes,
a yeah.
get into that next. So I'm happy you're talking about comedy. And yes. No,
He's very funny.
we was able
Oh
to pull up to the live today. We'll
yeah, yeah.
definitely follow anybody who's a part of your community, Lamar. They're a part of the balance room. So
Very much so. My brother Terrence, he's a great musician. He's a great actor as well. He's a funny, funny brother. He does characters. We have characters that we do. I'm Deacon Jenkins. I believe he's Deacon Cleophas.
that
I,
name.
we created a character called Deacon Cleophas, and he has narcolepsy, so he falls asleep in the middle of his sentences. And when we've done skits, when I say this man breaks me every time, I am like, stop, because I'm going to laugh.
Yes.
Oh my God. It's so funny. So I want to put him, actually, I have the play that I'm doing a play this year in December called Don't Talk About My Pastor, is written by Akiva McClam, the
Hmm.
brother that I connected with in Orlando. Akiva McClam, we're doing a play. I'm doing Deacon Jenkins. I brought my brothers, Terrence Embry and Laron McCrae, to do our Deacon characters. And so they're going to be a part of it with me doing Deacons. And oh man, I need to do a Deacons play where they just come and just vibe and we sit and play poker and just ad lib
That
and
sounds like
fun.
a podcast. Like a
Yeah, yeah,
podcast.
that would be dope. That would be dope to do. I've always wanted to put Deacon Jenkins on the podcast. I don't think they're ready for it because
Deacon can be a handful. They think because
he
he's so
cuss.
quiet that he can be tolerated, but sometimes he can be a handful.
Oh my God, Deacons, he raw and raunchy. So yeah, that's it's gonna be good. I'm thinking about something. We get together and we brainstorm, but that might be something. The Deacons podcast might be something that we do for
Yes.
real, for real, for real. That
No,
think
we're
about that,
talking
parents.
about like all things funny. I want to make sure we get this one in there. So the next segment is laughter is medicine.
Oh yeah.
That's because I think that you are somebody who understands how to make people laugh even in the midst of pain. Because even in the plays, like you write it and you write it in a way where we get serious, but we can also like, have fun with it. So, what do you think people underestimate about the power of laughter?
That everybody laughter is healing.
Mm,
Speaking of my baby Felicia Rashad, she said something that Bill Cosby said to her one time when they were doing the Cosby show. And I've always kept this with me because it's how I go by my process of writing and stuff now.
hmm
She said drama appeals to the emotions while comedy appeals to the intellect. Ah, when you think about watching dramas and scary movies and oh, girl, you better run, get home, you drama. He cheated on her. She left him. Oh my God, the baby dad. Drama, comedy makes you think. Frasier, Seinfeld, Cheers, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Dave Chappelle.
hmm
The constructing of a joke. What? Oh, what? Oh man! Oh snap! Did you get? It appeals to the intellect.
hmm
It appeals to your mind. It's the instant acting for me. And listen, I can turn it on real good.
Hey, we got like five emotions in one.
So good. That's just that furthers my mentalness. Um, but it appeals to the intellect. It makes you think.
hmm
Oh my God, what? Why was that funny? Oh, you gotta dissect a joke. You don't have to do all of that with emotions. Emotions comes natural. What's funny doesn't necessarily come natural
hmm
to the consumer.
Yeah.
even for the one that makes the joke, we have to do our. I had my time of doing stand up with Deacon Jenkins, and the time that I had to sit down, I can't give that time no more because I'd be like my ADHD. It would be like, what are we doing? Why are we? My mind is working overtime because you have to lean so much into what makes the joke funny, making it make sense, and how it's going to convey to the audience. That's why comedy appeals to the intellect. That's why I try to, and even I think Tyler Perry, any playwright does this, or any person that does comedy does this. When there's a dramatic scene happening, it's okay to put a little funny in there to
Hmm.
break the tension. It doesn't if it's done right, it doesn't break the tension of the drama. Ooh,
I feel like that you did a lot of that in the I do I don't.
yes. And I had to tell them, even when we were rehearsing,
Hmm.
these lines that Deacon has don't have to be said. If I feel as the actor that y'all are killing it and people are in tune with what you're saying, I'm not going to say my line because it's not necessary.
Yeah.
I'm a filler. Sometimes the joke within the dramatic scenes are fillers. It's not necessarily needed,
Yeah.
right? But at some point you have to break the tension
Hmm.
that that warrants the actor in the scene to give a reaction to what you just said, but it doesn't break the tension.
Yeah.
That's when you know that it's great. When Urkel can in a scene where someone got hurt and he can look at Carl and say, "Look what you did."
Mm.
That's funny, right?
Yeah.
When Will would always in a serious moment just say something to Uncle Phil and you'd be like, "Oh my God, why would you say that in
Yeah.
that moment?" Right? Because sometimes even in the most darkest experience, you need laughter. You need it.
Yeah.
Man, when I was in the hospital, I had walking pneumonia. I had to get lung surgery. This was back in 2022.
Mm.
I was miserable. What, as much as a laugh as I can get, I got it. I needed it,
Yeah.
you know, because I was miserable. So to do it right, it's medicine, it's healing,
Hmm.
it makes you think, it makes you, it really, creating those characters like Deacon Jenkins, like my new characters, Uncle Eugene, that you're going to see in The Sins of the Father. Oh my God, I got some stuff in there that I'm just like, I told him, I said, I wrote some jokes, but a lot of stuff you're going to have to improv because I can't write for you because he's that funny.
I'm
He's
excited.
naturally,
I was excited about it prior to, but yeah.
and this is the same guy that played Daniel in I Do, I Don't. He's now playing a different character. He's playing a comedic character.
Okay.
It's going to be different for him. Not that he hasn't done it before, but people haven't seen it in a
Okay.
long time because he's done so much drama and dramatic roles and da 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 da. And I said, you're funny. People need to see this.
And that shows us his range as well.
Yes, yes,
I would love
yes. So,
to a comedic
I,
role.
oh my God, it's, it's a little too much. It's really to the point where it was like, Lamar, what were you thinking? Well, anything for the joke.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for the next
Yeah,
project. I'm excited. I
yeah.
feel like you basically I had it was three questions. And I felt like you answered it because you spoke about healing and you spoke about like what it brings.
Hmm.
So it can literally be healing. I feel like you answered that in that conversation. This is like a fun, quick part that I do at the end.
Okay.
And you just tell me, don't overthink it, have fun. I'm gonna say two things. You're gonna pick the one that you love or resonates with you, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Netflix or live theater?
Live theater,
Comedy or drama?
comedy,
Acting or directing? You kind of answered this one already.
Directing.
Script or improvisation?
Improv.
Opening night or closing night?
Ooh. Opening night.
Musicals or straight plays?
Musicals.
I agree. This not for me, but I agree. Standing ovation or a 5-star review?
Oh, a 5-star review.
Mm. Write
Yeah.
alone or brainstorm with the team? You can't overthink it. You gotta just come on. You gotta be quick.
Writing alone.
Okay. All right. Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Beach or mountains?
Mountains.
Early bird or
Which
night?
is crazy. Nighthawk.
All right. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Small audience or sold out theater?
Sold out theater.
All right. What's your favorite word? Only one word.
Only one word?
And it doesn't have like it just one word. Don't overthink it.
I can't even I can't think right now. I have a favorite word. Oh my god. Asinine.
Okay, that's fine. We'll take it. And give me 2 words that people might use to describe you.
Fun and loyal.
Fun and loyal. Okay. All right. Yeah. I felt like that was good. That was good. You sitting there trying to think, and I said not to think about it. And you
You
said,
know what's crazy? The writing alone is I was it was that was so hard because I do love writing alone, but I also like afterwards going to a team and saying, "Hey, what y'all think about this?"
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was to get you just to kind of just tell me what give me that
Uh,
real quick. Yeah, so that's like literally um what we brought you in the room for, and we're
I
happy you're
love it.
and
Thank you.
it's been an amazing conversation. I think that our community has really learned a lot about you and what you're looking to do. I do want us to do this on
We need to do this on Facebook. We do.
we do. Hmm. Okay, we could text about it after this live.
We can text. Yes.
Yeah. But thank you everybody for joining Thriving
Thank you.
with Playwright.
Yes.
I'll be adding some words in front of that because it's giving awards, it's giving red carpets, it's giving BET supported, it's giving we might jump on Tubi, it's giving all that. It's giving film festival.
Listen, I'm gonna shout out my friend Shanna J right now. She has
She
her
has,
TV
yes. Okay,
her
go ahead.
series Blurred Ties right now. It's on Amazon Prime. Oh my god. Please check it out. It's called Blurred Ties. We're getting ready for season 2 right now. Shanna J.
Yes, yes. So I met her.
Yes.
I feel like I follow her. She has a screening coming up.
Yes.
Okay, yes, so that's her. All right, yes. So I try to make sure I'm in the loop with everything that be going on out here in the theater world, in the film industry. So no, shout out to her. Yeah, I'll
Yes.
make sure that I go look and see because the screening days, I think they're like next week or something.
Yes. It is next Friday.
So look, before you go, one last thing, Lamar. If you could leave the people with anything, preferably the people who are interested from where they are now. They don't have any experience in theater or film. They kind of want to dip their toes into acting. They don't know like what type of actor they want to be. They don't have like their acting personality. What is a brief statement or words of encouragement or where they could start conversation that you can give to them right now?
Explore yourself.
Mhm.
Dig deep into far beyond who you think you are. Explore yourself. Explore every avenue. of who you are, inside, out, your past, your present, even your future. You'll find something in there. You'll find what it is and how you can start it. It's just by doing it. And don't just do it, prepare for it, and no, do it afraid. If you're going to do something,
Like
do
that.
it afraid. Kurt Franklin says that all the time. Do it afraid. Because when you do it afraid, there's no expectations.
Mm.
There's no room for error. You're just doing it. And whatever happens, it's in the hands of God. Yeah.
I love that. Oh, so normally I clip up these videos, so I'll post the full video to YouTube and then I'll clip it up. I'm definitely clipping that one because I'm gonna have to share that one with the people. That was really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate your time today. Just spending this with you has been so much fun. It has been informative. I feel like I
I
learned
enjoyed
what director's note is.
it.
So grateful. I'm really grateful.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. It was fun.
Yes, yes. So if you're watching the replay when I post this, comment replay, be the vision. The link is going to be posted in our story at the balance room. And Lamar is actually going to post it on his page as well. Is the link in your bio already?
I can put it in there.
Or is what the link to his website is probably there, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So to his website, learn about him, what he do. If you're part of the Balance Room community, you're fully now connected to Lamar's community as well. So shout out to Inclusive Entertainment Productions LLC.
That's right.
Long as y'all say it. And I like the rebrand also. So congratulations on the rebrand. I think it's
Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
It clarifies what it is that you're trying to do, which I know that was the goal. So for those of you who like this, we're gonna do this again. We're just gonna get
Yes.
each other's phone right now because we gotta get on the phone to text, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do this again. But we're gonna do it on Facebook. So I think this was really good for Instagram, but we're gonna figure out how to do it on um Facebook. So a couple of people was like, "Ooh, it was a pleasure being here. This was very good, you guys. Thank y'all so much for holding it down. We kind of been here a little bit longer than what our normal thriving rooms are, but I'm just happy y'all hung around for the conversation. Y'all took y'all shoes off, y'all got comfortable on the couch, and you poured up, or you eating your favorite snack while you watching us. We hope that you have some amazing takeaways from our conversation today. Lamar, is there anything you want to leave the people with?
Just be inclusive.
Yeah, I think that says it all. So until next time, y'all, thank y'all for pulling up to the room. This is where we invite members of the community to come and share how they're thriving and how we can pour into them and support them and what it is that they're doing or that they're looking to do. Y'all have an amazing Saturday.